My name is Francelis Michelle Felipe Franco, and today I'm going to be talking about some phonetics and phonology terms and also about the vocal cords and the vocal major organs. Let's start defining all the terms. First, what is language? Language is the expression of ideas by means of speech sounds combined into words. Those words are combined into sentences, and those sentences are the answer of that ideas into thoughts. What is phonetics? Phonetics is a branch of linguistics that comprises study of human speech sounds, or in the case of sign language, as the equivalent aspect of signs. What is acoustic phonetics? Which investigates the physical properties of sounds, frequency, quality, intensity, and the duration of which the sounds are produced. What is articulatory phonetics? Articulatory phonetics, which studies the way of the vocal organs are used to produce sounds. What is phoneme? Phoneme is the smallest unit of sounds within a spoken language. What are allophones? Allophones are the different variations of a phoneme. What are articulators? As almost all of we know, we can only produce speech sounds by moving some part of our body, and this is done by the contraction of muscles. Most of the movement relevant to speech, they take place in the mouth and throat area. The part of the mouth and throat area that we move when we are speaking, we call them articulators. What is phonology? Phonology is concerned with the grammatical characterization of system of sounds or signs. As we already finished with the definition of all the terms, now we're going to start talking about the vocal cords and the vocal major organs. Let's start with the lungs. The role of the lungs is that they are initiator EA. They are the source airstream. The lungs are not capable of movement themselves, but they expand and retract, thanks to the movement of the diaphragm and the singing of the rib cage. The duration of air can be egressive. The air comes out of the mouth. Ingressive. The air flows into the mouth. The larynx. The larynx is that part of the vocal tract that comes immediately on the top of the trachea or windpipe and coexistence with it. The larynx contains the vocal cords, also called the vocal folds, made of elastic tissues and capable of movement themselves. The pharynx. The role of the pharynx in the speech is that of resonance. The nasal cavity. The nasal cavity has a fixed shape which is sustainable for resonance. In the speech sounds, the nasal cavity is either available, in which case the sounds are nasal, or unavailable, in which case the sounds are oral, p. The vocal cords. These are elastic tissues placed in the larynx that are joined at the front of the larynx at the level of Adam's apple and are capable of movement horizontally. The glottis is the space between the vocal cords. The glottis is considered to be in open state when the folds are apart, and when the folds are pressed together, the glottis is considered to be closed state. The action of the vocal cords. The vocal cord can assume three different positions. One of them, or actually the first one of them, is open or wide apart. When the folds are wide apart, they do not vibrate. The sounds produced in such position are called breathed or voiceless sounds. Closed. The vocal cords are brought into free contact as long as they are maintained. There is no vibration. When they are released, the glottal stop is articulated. Narrow. When the vocal cords are close to one another, the airflow sets them into vibration. The sounds articulate are voice sounds. The roof of the mouth is divided in three parts: the soft palate or velum. The velum is capable of assuming two different positions: belly lower or belly opening. The nasal cavity is available. There is some air in the oral cavity. but it is blocked at a given point of articulation. The only passage available for the air is the noise. Therefore, the sounds articulated are called nasal sounds. Belly raised or belly closed. The nasal cavity is shut accordingly. The only outlet available is the mouth. The sounds articulated these ways are called oral sounds. The velum also serves as a place of articulation in sounds like s, z, and n. The velum also plays a major role in the initiator of the velaric ear sound mechanism. The hard palate is often called the roof of the mouth. You can feel the small scar surface with your tongue at a consonant mouth, with the tongue close to the hard palate. It's called palate. The hard palate is basically a place of articulation. The alveolar rift is between the top front teeth and the hard palate. You can feel its shape with your thumb. Its surface is really rude than its feel and is covered with the little rift. You can only see this if you have a small mirror enough to go inside your mouth, such as those used by dentists. The alveolar rift is also basically a place of articulation. Now let's move to the tongue. The tongue is a very important articulator, and it can be moved into many different places and different shapes. It is usually to divide the tongue into different parts, so there are no clear dividing lines within its structure. The tip, the blade, the front, the back, and the roof. The lips are important in speech. They can be pressed together when we produce the sounds pa, pa, brought into contact with the teeth as in v, and routed to produce the lip shape for the vowels like u. The teeth, upper and lower, are usually shown in diagrams, holding at the front of the mouth, immediately behind the lips. The tongue, it is in contact with the upper side teeth for most speech sounds. Sounds made with the tongue touching the front teeth, such as in English, are called dental sounds. And this is all. Thanks for watching me. I hope you liked the video. Bye.